Today is one of those days that you just really want to stay inside if you can.
But if you are out, there are certain places that will make you feel even more uncomfortable, if you can believe that. Meteorologist Rachel Dunsing joins us now to explain. Rachel.
Yeah, so as our days and our nights have gotten hotter over the last few decades, the last thing we want on top of that is even more heat. But for some people who live and work in certain parts of our cities, that's exactly what's happening. Walking through downtown can be beautiful, but on a hot day, it feels even hotter. This is called the urban heat island effect, and it's happening even in cities the size of Raleigh and Durham. A study of urban heat islands a few years ago included data from the Triangle. More than 150 volunteers took temperatures early in the morning, during the hottest part of the afternoon, and during the evening. The results?
Raleigh has urban heat islands, and that the city can get 6-8 degrees hotter on a really hot day.
With similar results for Durham. Dr. Kathy Dello, director of the State Climate Office, says a big contributor to urban heat islands is development.
Parts of the city that we've developed that have asphalt and buildings are typically hotter than green spaces like our parks. And on really hot days, we see those areas heat up.
Certain colors and materials trap heat, making it even hotter. But constructing roads and buildings with materials that reflect heat can make a huge difference. But so do keeping our green spaces green.
Yeah, we're the city of oaks. We have great trees and great green spaces and great parks. And I know myself on a hot day, I try to get out to Umstead Park or Dix Park, which shows up as cooler on our maps. So we have that advantage over cities that are just packed with buildings.
Heat is the #1 weather-related killer. So our cities should take the urban heat island data and target messaging to the hottest parts of the city to make sure the impacted communities know it's going to be even hotter where they are. Because as we continue to develop,
we need buildings, we need places to live, but how can we make those things a little bit more comfortable?
Dr. Dello says the city of Raleigh has already started using titanium dioxide on our roadways. That's a compound that, when it's used as a pigment, helps reflect heat. There are also a number of social factors that need to be considered in coming up with urban heat island solutions, like who lives in the hottest part of the city and how that danger can be better communicated to those people. This is a really fascinating study, and if you want to learn more about it, I've included some links in this story. It's up right now on CBS17.com. In the studio, meteorologist Rachel Dunsing, CBS 17.
That's fascinating. I've never heard of that before.
I have not either. That's very interesting, Rachel.
Yeah.
But spot on. It is just downright hot out there.
It is.
Yeah, as we continue through another September day, guys, with temperatures well into the 90s. Again, 102 at the airport, breaking a record. Second time in 2 days we've had 100-degree heat, and that heat and humidity